Good morning. So, down in Richmond today by myself because Meatball didn't want to join me. I'm about to trace the old Ashland train line, or trolley line, from Richmond all the way back to Ashland. It was opened October 28th, 1907. Ran from its location right down the road here at Laurel and Broad to Ashland. It was a distance of about 14.8 miles. Cost just under $1 million to build. A trip from terminus to terminus cost about 35 cents. Took about 40 minutes and made 19 stops between here and Ashland. So we're gonna go check that out in just a minute. But I gotta go buy a drink or something in this Panera so I can park here for 30 minutes. So yeah. Back in the day when I was coming down here, this was a hole in the wall. Now it's got dumplings. Crazy. Right here, this is the southern terminus of the former Richmond Trolley Line. Now it's the VCU Arts Building. The trolley level was on the second floor, so it went over the Carver neighborhood, which is behind it. It's a beautiful building. It used to be Richmond Glass Company. They had a whole front to it, but VCU actually restored the building. Surprising. Really surprising, given the preservation efforts of VCU with other buildings in Richmond. As you can tell, Gray Street has went through some radical changes. This is 1620 Brook Road. This building right here with the big glass front is the car barn, the only remaining car barn for the trolley line. And I think the streetcars too. There are a total like 5 buildings. And this is the only one that remains. There were also about 4 workmen's houses. One of my great grandfathers was actually a mechanic for the trolley line. And it's possible that he worked in this building. And that's pretty daggone cool. Some company bought this and restored it, and now they use it for their business. It's pretty daggone cool that they actually kept the building instead of destroying it and building a new one. But that's the car barn. So the trolley line, when it left the station over there, the terminus over on Broad, come across the valley where 95 is built today, over top of the Carver neighborhood. So there was an entire huge viaduct that was built over top of the Carver neighborhood. Which then made its way here. And it would go down right down the middle of Broad Road, past the car barns. And this is where they do all the repairs on whatever to the trolleys, streetcars. Pretty rad. So we're at Children's Hospital here on Brook Road. And the trolley would have come right past Virginia University, which is that way, and which appears to have move-in activities happening currently. The trolley would have run right down the middle of Brick Road, which is ahead of us, come right past Children's Hospital. I love these trees. This is amazing, man. So at this point, the trolley would have run right down the middle of Brook Road. And I don't know if we can see any artifacts here of it, but it's a nice walk. It's a nice day for a walk. So I'm guessing where the median is today would have been where the trolley line would have run. South towards Richmond, north towards Ashland. Children's Hospital. Near the corner of Westwood and Brook is the Union Presbyterian Seminary, which I'm not sure which side of the street it was. Joseph and Isabel Bryan's house stood here. Seminary moved here in 1896. But the Bryans, this is where they lived. Some of you may know that the Bryans also donated a bunch of land to the city, which became Bryan Park. Seminaries, beautiful, beautiful buildings in this school. Holy helmets! Look at that brickwork up there. Look at those details, just beautiful. Brian's house had like 50 rooms in it. It's pretty crazy. I'm not sure where it actually stood though, or if any of it's still around. Like maybe this early center? I don't know. That cast iron work is absolutely amazing. Look at that. Masonic symbols? I don't know. Oh, Templars. Definitely Templars. Good looking house hiding over there. Maybe that's the Bryans' house? Who knows? But anyway, this is where the Bryans lived. It's a seminary now. And the trolley line ran right in front of their house. Through what would have been the gated community that Ginter and Olmsted dreamed of. Right at the corner of Westbrook and Brook, across from the Ginter Park Library, is actually an artifact of the trolley line. And this is a mile marker stone, 3 miles to Richmond. They would have used this to, when they were getting close. It was right in somebody's front yard. It's pretty cool. So I don't really feel like getting out here because it's, I don't know, not worth it. But this is the old Azalea Mall site. It's a mess. But this is where Azalea Mall was, and the trolley line cut right across there, headed towards Lakeside. But yeah, I even remember when Azalea Mall was here. There was a Woolworths I can remember shopping in. I can remember walking around the mall. And the only thing really open in the mall was like a drugstore. People's Drug, probably. Yeah, that was Azalea Mall right here. So right here, Azalea Mall used to be right up there where the power lines run. You can see the bit of a crane there. And this spot right here, which is now just a cul-de-sac, a giant bird. Some bamboo, maybe some kudzu, whatever this stuff is, growing everywhere. This was actually a trolley stop. And the trolley line ran right through here. It didn't follow the power lines. The power lines actually took over where the trolley line ran. So everywhere you see the power lines running, that's trolley line. And from here, it goes down to Belmont Golf Course, where it would run across the golf course. Because we're in Lakeside, it's always worth a stop here. Check this out, Doc. Classic car alert. School Lotus. Look at that SO globe bump in the back there. See the DeLorean in there today. Uh-oh. Pretty cool. Oh, look at that AMC sign. Come on, focus thing. It says DeLorean Motor Company, year 1981, body stainless steel, engine 2.85 liter aluminum V6. Made in Belfast, Northern Ireland. A total of 8,583 DeLoreans manufactured. Most of the engineering was done by Lotus in England. Similar to the car used in the movie Back to the Future. Oh damn, Woody wagon. Ooh, I'll take it, please. There's an old Coke machine back there too. Check that out, Doc. Oh. And look, hanging up on that back wall. AMC DeLorean motor cars. Place is so cool. This guy's set up here. Oh man, look at that. Big Back to the Future sign hanging up in the back there. Still don't see the DeLorean though. Pretty awesome. It's always worth a stop coming through Lakeside. Check out what they got going on in there. Now back to the trolley line. So right here, you'll notice the power lines. They run all the way down to Belmont to Lakeside. And there's like a drop off here. There's a bridge, what's left of the bridge. It runs here. And that's where the trolley line ran, right down through there. And on that way north to Ashland. And this right here, this building, is the Dooley School. Back to talking about the Dooleys, how much money they gave to found this place. So I also had swimming lessons here when I was young. This is where I learned how to swim, and I came to a summer camp here once. Long time ago. Yeah, St. Joseph's Villa is amazing. Amazing architecture. I'm not real sure what they do now. When the Dooleys gave their money to found this place, it was an orphanage. I'm not real sure what they do now. I'm guessing that that's where the pool is. It's been so long since I've been here. Maybe that building. I don't know. But one of these buildings has had the pool in it. I mean, the bridge is right there. So we used to play on the bridge and go across the bridge and get yelled at for doing it because we weren't supposed to be doing it. We were supposed to be lining up to get on the buses and lining up for our morning whatever. And we get in trouble for going across the bridge, but we did it anyway. There was some guy standing on it when I was out there filming, and he yelled something in Spanish. But, you know, fun times. Just off Mountain Road. Power line's cutting through. Right here at Trolley Lane in Mountain Road. There's a trolley stop. Pretty awesome. So I'm here on Winfrey Drive. There's the power lines. I believe if you can see just there's some orange line and a berm. I believe that's where the trolley line crossed the Chickahominy into Hanover County. On one occasion, as the trolley pulled into Hanover County, the Hanover attorney, Roswell Page, stood, removed his hat, threw his arms in the air, and shouted, "All stand. We are in Hanover County. God bless her." I mean, I love Hanover too. I say the same thing every time we come home from Harrisonburg. Let's do this. Right here along Walk Church Lane. Pretty close to the end of it. This is where the trolley line cut through. That way is Elmont. Runs through Elmont and to here. And this is the only part that's really walkable. So really we are approaching the end of the line. When the train got to this part, there were only 3 more stops. And they all were along Maple Street. With the terminus being at the old post, where the old post office is. And I know a story of the last trip was pretty rowdy. There's a creek down there. It looks like it's a little too over the road. I can see it. One time we were walking back here, we saw beavers swimming around in there, slapping their tails on the water. Also seen deer. And once we saw a bear, but not on the trail. We were actually on the road that runs somewhat parallel to this. So there's all kinds of wildlife back here. I think it's pretty nice. It's a nice level walk. Runs for half a mile. Pretty easy hike. Some kind of business over there. They have a lot of big round things. Hole diggers? I don't even know. And this is the new part of the trail. The last time we came here, I think it was not long ago, there's only a fence on one side of this. That's interesting. hear a train. Yeah, what the heck is all that stuff? Oh, there's deer right there in the middle of the road. Check that out, Doc. Can you see him? Sure, they don't like this fence. It's an incredible drop down that way. Yikes. Ouch. Almost to the end. I guess we turn around and walk back to the car. Then I'll tell that story about the last trip of the trolley. This is really nice. This part, certainly wheelchair accessible. And I think it's pretty accessible all the way out to Ashland. And then you run out of paved walkway. Pretty good little walk. We'll walk on down to the stop sign. Check out that old tractor. Pretty cool. Man, it's quiet. So it's 3 people. That was it. 3 people, 2 deer. That's it. It's a pretty nice day. It's been hot in the 90s. I think today is like in the 70s. Pretty incredible. Kind of wish the summer would just stay in the 70s. That would be nice. I don't think we're going to get that lucky though. If only it went all the way to Richmond. That would be the thing. Oh, I hear a rooster. Alright, so now we're cruising down Maple Street. The pool is right there. The trolley would have run right along Maple Street. We are driving the path of the trolley. And right here was a trolley stop. Can't go any further that way because the road ends. So now I made a turn, and I'm going to turn back to Maple Street because that's the way the trolley would have gone. Now down Virginia. McMurdo, which get to the corner of McMurdo, Maple. There was another trolley stop here. This corner, McMurdo and Maple. There's a trolley stop here. So then we enter down, back onto Maple. We're gonna ride along to the terminus. Now, if you'd been on that last train, or the last trolley, cruising into this, it would have been a wild time. The passengers of the last trolley took control of the trolley and were ringing the bell on the trolley for at least the last 5 miles. A bottle of whiskey was brought out and everyone partook in drinking that bottle of whiskey. At the time they got to the trolley's final stop, everyone was whooping it up, quote unquote. A substantial amount of whiskey was drank, perhaps more than just that single bottle. This is the old post office here, which is just across the street from the new post office. We're gonna get out and I'll talk some more. This was where the terminus of the trolley sat. It wasn't this building. There was a whole nother building here, but you can see the Masonic Lodge there in some of the pictures. The trolley ran from 1907 to 1938. There was an interruption of service in 1917 and 1919. During that time, the trolley never made a profit. And after that last trip, everything was sold, scrapped, and the Jolly Trolleys were done. That's the story of the trolley. The trolley line. That was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun. And that's history, right? The history of the trolley line in Ashland, or the history of the trolley line to Ashland. Trolley line also brought electricity to the town of Ashland. It was part of its purpose. If I remember correctly, the guy who built it was told that in order to build this trolley line, he would need to bring electricity to Ashland, and that was what the trolley line did. So that was a whole lot of fun. I thought it was a lot of fun. Maybe you didn't. But I enjoyed that a lot. I wish I could have spent more time in the city, but it's VCU and I think Virginia Union Move-In Day, and there is just a ton of stuff going on down there. And I didn't want to spend any more time down there than I needed to. So that's going to do it for today. Thanks for coming along. See you on the next adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that other stuff. See you next time.